We're with Coach Boynton, and there's a bye week now for the first time in the Big 12 Conference basketball schedule for the first time in a while. The last outing for the Cowboys was on the road in Norman, a game the Cowboys led for much of the second half, but Oklahoma emerged victorious. The thing is, though, there were some things from that game that surely looked like they could carry over.
Yeah, defensively, we really held the line for the most part. We had a couple breakdowns defensively, but for the most part, the game plan was rock solid. We knew we had to contain Usan and McCollum, and for the most part, we did that. McCollum obviously made his free throws late to seal the game. And then we battled on the glass, went into battle on the glass. We knew we had to do that with such a big athletic and physical team. It was a game where if we shoot our average, we probably win by 6 or 7, but we shot really poorly on shots that we normally make. We missed a lot of layups. I think we missed 16 layups. And obviously didn't shoot the ball well from 3, so our offense, kind of reared its ugly head in ways that didn't allow us to really create the separation we needed. We had a couple untimely decisions on shots. Q takes a 3 in front of our bench in the second half. Jamiron attacking the basket the way we told him to, but doesn't play to contact, goes to a reverse layup in a situation where we got a chance to extend our lead on both situations that really ended up giving them more life. And so we're trying to continue to learn through these things. They're hard to learn through losses, but at the same time, you got to recognize the improvement that was made from Tuesday to Saturday against another physical defensive team.
Obviously, you didn't win the game, but you go into that game, you're averaging about 11.5 made threes per game, and that's across the board in your wins. That was your average. The other night you only make 3. You shoot 30% from the field, yet you're in position to beat a team that was number 26 in the net on its home floor. So is there any value in the long term that says, hey, we don't have to be pigeonholed in terms of how we need to play to win? We have some other ways that we can win games.
Oh, there's no question. And again, what you learn is you have to be able to win multiple ways. This team hasn't learned how to win when we don't shoot it well.
Right.
But it's something that we have to continue to evolve in because the defenses in our league across the board are all really good. And just normally, you're not going to always make the shots at the same rate. So our defense held us down for the most part. We got to find a way to make a few more layups, get to the free throw line. In a game where we got to the free throw line pretty well, maybe a few more times and make them in critical moments. We made our free throws, but we missed some crucial ones. The front ends of 1-and-1s twice. I think one from Marsh and one from Small, which really, again, kept them with enough distance and confidence that they could finish the game on their home floor.
Obviously, opponents know you have good three-point shooters, and they know what the stats say. And there's probably only so much you can do to recreate your team, but is the ability to finish drives maybe the biggest key for you in the final month of the season on the offensive end to be able to counter what defenses are doing to you?
There's no question. Being able to finish around the basket, being able to get to the free throw line to convert, and being able to get some second opportunities. I thought Q was great on the glass again. Something that we've struggled with to a certain degree, but we rebounded the ball really well, like I said earlier, and something we have to continue to evolve in because we do have to find ways to win when we're not making three-point shots, which, again, we just haven't been able to do yet, but certainly have a month to figure that out before we head in the conference tournament.
So now you have a week between games. We've not had a bye in several years in the Big 12 Conference schedule. What will that look like? How will you organize a week, and what's the most important thing that needs to get done? Well,
we took off Sunday. Then Monday started to work on some film and body kind of regeneration. We do have some guys that are a little bit banged up. Mike Marsh has been dealing with some stuff all year. Obviously, we don't have Bryce at all. So trying to make sure we stay as healthy as possible while getting better. So more individual-oriented early in the week, skill-related, passing, shooting, catching, cutting, film, and then ramping up to get into prep by Thursday. Which will give us a chance to have our normal prep time of 2 days to get ready for another really good team. This one much better offensively than the last 2 teams we played, but a team with great size who also has the ability to play well on the defensive end. So it'll be a little bit of a build-up towards the week individually and then into teamwork as we get closer to the weekend.
BYU will be the opponent, one of the Big 12 Conference newcomers, and a team, unlike Houston, that we're really not very familiar with. Team that shoots a 3 really well, it looks like.
Yeah, and they've got one of the best shooters who actually is from the state of Oklahoma, in Jackson Robinson, and a unique big and a foreign kid who can really pass it, and it's kind of a 0.5 man for them. So a unique challenge because of their offensive versatility, but playing back at home where we've won our last two. Hopefully gives us some confidence. We'll be honoring the 2004 Final Four team. So it'll be great to see a number of those guys and their coaches back for that. So a great weekend for alumni. So we hope all fans come out and celebrate those guys and this current team.
I'm sure it's safe to say BYU is unlike any team in the Big 12. In fact, probably drastically different than anyone else. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, until we see some of these other Pac-12 teams come in. Right now, they're the most unique, probably the most unique in terms of prep and the way they play, and the combination of size and skill that they put on the floor at any given time. And Coach Pope does a great job giving those guys confidence. So they shoot shots that a lot of people usually may think of as questionable or even bad, but he gives those guys the confidence, and that's why they shoot the ball so well, so consistently.
So it's a bye week at the midweek, a midweek bye for the Cowboys, and home for BYU on Saturday. We'll see you then.